Hello everyone, I am Bezard. I am a PhD student in Guadeloupe at INRAE, and today I will present you our first result on a system experiment on plantain banana in Guadeloupe to test innovative agroecological cropping system. To test innovative agroecological plantain-based system, we set up a system experiment on an experimental station at INRAE. The objective was to involve farmers in a long-term collaboration around the agroecological transition, and we set up the experiment on experimental station to avoid the risks for farmers and especially economic risk. Compared to an on-farm experiment, our system experiment shares features as farmer engagement and focus on farmers' needs. Guadeloupe is a French overseas department in the Caribbean. It's a biodiversity hotspot, and classification into agroecological zone was made. It's an archipelago composed of two main islands, Basse-Terre and Grande-Terre, corresponding to our study area, beside other smaller islands. Agriculture in Guadeloupe is dominated by two export crops, Cavendish banana and sugarcane, inherited from the colonial period. And among the food crops, plantain banana was selected for our study for its food qualities, and it encouraged in the local diet. So there are challenges around food crops in Guadeloupe, and the issue of food autonomy is closely related to climate change, and the improvement of agroecology is presented as a way to address these challenges. We designed our system experiment by conducting 6 focus groups in 3 areas, in the north of Basse-Terre, in the south of Basse-Terre, and in Grande-Terre. The 3 plots co-designed by the Basse-Terre groups were set up in Basse-Terre estate, and the plot co-designed by the Grande-Terre group was set up in the Grande-Terre estates. We obtained 3 main results. First, system experiment allows us to gather heterogeneous farmers. In the focus group, there were representative of the major types, types specialized in export banana with low ecologization score, types specialized in sugarcane with high or low ecologization score, and types diversified with high ecologization score. But there were fewer participants compared to the field surveys, and there were missing types that were already difficult to interview during the field survey. And our main concern is how to better include them. Second result, system experiment allows to test innovative system. We can consider that there were innovation in the co-designing with the plant preparation, for example, but the system co-designed by the farmers were very similar to those implemented in the farms, as you can see in the red circle, and the changes were incremental changes, so that can testify to a weak ecological modernization. The third result is on ICT. As we are on preliminary stage of the experiment, we identify 2 issues. The first one about the monitoring of the experiment, and the second one about the exchange and support to farmers. And as we use a combination of ICT and participatory approaches, it seems that this combination was a good way to identify relevant issues. In conclusion, we can state that a system experiment can be used to test innovative cropping systems adapted to the diversity, as we co-design different plantain-based systems with different types of farmers. We also noticed that the combination of ICT and participatory approaches was relevant to address the need of contextualization for agroecological transition. But part of plantain farmers was not represented, and there is a need to scale up the result to develop adequate policies to foster agroecological transition. Thank you for your attention. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.